Welcome to the dynamic learning hub of XLR at Andheri East. A prime spot conveniently located at just a 5-minute walk from LIC Andheri Metro. In our journey of over a decade, we have proudly trained over 2 lakh students. We have also been recognized by Deloitte, Silicon India, and other accreditation bodies. Experience learning like never before in our spacious and comfortable classrooms. With high-definition projectors and state-of-the-art acoustics in place, we ensure effective learning even to the farthest point in the room. A hybrid mode is a game changer as you can enjoy the benefits of a live classroom from the comfort of your home. Even if you happen to miss any classroom session, you can still attend the same session with the same trainer at the same time at your convenience, maintaining consistency in your learning progress. Want to get started? Join us for a demo or career chat over a cup of coffee at our Andheri branch. XLR. We don't just train, we build careers.
Yes, so the collaboration with XLR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives.
The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets.
So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if XLR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
It was a great course and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with XLR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank XLR for being a part of it.
very much interested in learning digital marketing course for a very long period of time, but I don't get a proper platform. So later from our college, I get to know about XLR and I enrolled in XLR course. It was really good experience. Our course has been taken by Mayur sir, and he was very good teacher. He not only focusing on theory, but he's doing how real digital marketing works. And it was in total very good experience. I get so much of knowledge. Here they're not only focusing on study, they're also conducting different exams to test our knowledge. And as we are giving the exam, so to appreciate our work, they give certificates for the toppers, and along with the certificate they give hampers. Thank you, XLR.
Recently, I was searching for digital marketing courses online in Google, and I came across XLR, and I attended a digital marketing course which was for 15 days. My mentor Mayur helped me for attending these classes. So he is a very informative and helpful guy. In the course end, there is a exam which I topped. So I came to the XLR office in Bengaluru. This digital marketing course has helped my career and my skills to develop, and the certificate has helped my company to join. Thank you, XLR.
I came to know about this course from my college. Actually, for learning platform, this is very nice, and I learned from here ChatGPT and AI from online. Because he's teaching for me for AI generative and ChatGPT. We are using this technology in more. And after finishing the courses, I came from for collecting the certificate. I seen the classrooms and faculties. Classroom is very nice. After the completion of exam, they will give gift and certificates. Thank you, XLR, for giving these courses. I learned a lot from this. I gained the more knowledge from here. And thank you for XLR for teaching us.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Dear faculty members, I request please inform your colleagues to join the session, as we see only 160 participate in the Zoom and also 60 in YouTube. So I request please inform your friends to join the session as soon as possible. Okay, we will start for the day. Ajit Babu sir, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon.
You can start the session, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, good afternoon, everyone. I'm sure you enjoyed your holiday yesterday. So, we didn't have session yesterday, so I think you enjoyed. And I would like to know whether you are remembering what we have learned in the previous sessions. And let us just recap for a few minutes what we have done in the previous sessions. So we came to know what is the immersive technologies and what is the different types of immersive technologies, that is the virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality. So in these sessions, we are covering virtual reality and augmented reality. Virtual reality is a technology where the user can immerse into the virtual world completely, and he can play or he can learn by being in that virtual world. In augmented reality, we are not immersing entirely to the virtual world. We are immersing slightly, or we are not immersing. We are uh, superimposing the uh, digital digital items or digital assets on the real world. Okay, so that is what we do in augmented reality. So you can say that virtual reality is 100% virtual world, and augmented reality is kind of 50% of real world and the virtual world. Okay. And we just started how we can create the applications in or games for that matter, whatever the different types of applications we want to create using these technologies. Okay, so like I said, in the decades back, we used to develop the games or applications from the scratch. So the programmers or the designers, they had to do everything from the scratch. Okay, so there were no specialized tools or softwares to create these games or applications. But now the things are changed. Now we have the uh, game engines, the game engines to help us to create the uh, applications which we want to create for these platforms. So what is the advantage of a game engine? So a game engine is they have already created that APIs or the programming interfaces. Everything is already there in that game engine, and you have to just use your assets, that is the graphics or your programs to create the final product. Okay, so 50% of the work is already done, or you can say more than 50% of work is already done by these game game engine providers, and we have to use that game engine to create our final application or game. Okay, so that is the game engine. So like I said in the previous session, we have a lot of different types of these game engines, which I will just share my screen so that you can understand. Okay, so I hope you can see this. 1 second. Okay, so I hope everybody can see my screen. Okay, so that is 1 second. Okay. Okay, some of the game engines are, I have mentioned only three very popular 3D game engines. That is, one is the Unity, and then Unreal and the CryEngine. Okay, so if we need to have the 2D also, then we can go for Game Maker, then Cocos 2D. Okay, Cocos 2D, or we have the Game Maker, and then Cocos 2D. Then we have another one, that is the Construct. Okay, so I will just go for Construct. Okay, so we have there are a lot of other game engines as well, but now in the market we mostly use these game engines. So, like I said in the previous session, our choice of the game engine depends on our requirement and our expertise. Okay, so if you want to create a 2D game, then you can use Game Maker, or you can use Cocos, or you can use the Construct. Okay, so there you can use any of these game engines to create the 2D game or 2D applications. And one of the advantages of these engines are that you don't need that programming expertise. Okay, so you can use the visual method to just drag and drop the capsules of programs, and you can make this character walk or run or jump, or you can collide with the other characters. So these functions you can create without the programming language. So if you are a indie game developer, okay, you are an indie game developer. Indie game developer means who is a game developer who works independently, okay, who is not working full time for any company. He works as a freelancer or independent game developer, where he creates his own games and publish that to the app platforms. Okay. So in these cases, when you are working as a very small studio, so that is the 1 second. Okay, so when you are working as a small studio, so just imagine that you are some 3 or 4 friends or classmates, okay, and you want to start a studio. Okay, you don't want to join any company, you want to create your own games, and you want to start a studio. Okay, so you can be called as a independent studio, okay, indie studio. So maybe one of you may be a programmer, or another person may be a designer, or create your own game and publish that. Okay, so that is mostly the independent game development. And the main advantage of creating the games or the as independent developer is that you can create or you can develop your own game. Okay, you don't have to create a game or application what your company is saying or your boss is saying. You can create your own games, and you can publish that, and you can earn money. So that is a very good concept. But the main disadvantage is that if you are a fresher, okay, you are new to game development, then if you find any difficulties in properly implementing all the components in a game, then you won't be having too many people to help you. You can to manage everything yourself. So if you are a indie developer, then that can be an issue. And so that is why I recommend everyone to first start your career by joining a good company, okay, good game studio, and learn everything. So work for 5 to 6 years in multiple companies, and where you earn the experience. And when after getting the confidence that you can solve any problem yourself, then only you start working as the independent game developer. Because I have seen a lot of my students also, that is they directly jump into this indie game development. Okay. So that can be a problem. So it is very attractive actually. So when you think that you can develop your own games, you can sit at home and create your games. So that is very attractive option. But if you join a company, you have to listen to your boss, and he may shout at you, and that any company that is your you can lose your job also anytime. So these things worry a lot of people, and they try to go in the independent game development way. So the main issue with the independent game development is that you won't be having that much of expertise to solve the issues that you are going to face. It is a game development or a application VR or AR development. It is a complicated process. So you cannot predict which issues you are going to face. So I will just give you an example. When I was developing an application for Amazon for the training purpose, I was the person who was managing the project, and the we after completing the entire this the coding and designing, when we started running that on the device, then what happened was that it used to crash in a random positions. Okay, like if maybe it will crash after 2 minutes, or it may crash after 5 minutes. So in those cases, it is not in that point it was crashing. That application was crashing. Okay, so is it fine? So actually here the climate is actually it is raining, and from to morning onwards. If you have any issues hearing properly, then if I am breaking continuously, then I will change my network. So please wait for a couple of minutes and let me know whether everything is fine. So otherwise, I will try it and change the network. Okay, so let us try that.
Yeah, please, sir. Actually, your voice is breaking so much. I request you to change the network, sir.
Okay, let me check that. I will change this.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So tell me how it is now. Is it fine? Yeah. Uh, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible and also clear, no
Okay.
issues.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So if in the after some time, if you are facing any issue, then let me know. I will try to change the network again because of this climate today. So I think there could be some issues with the network. Okay, so what I was saying is that when you are working as an independent game developer, there could be an issue of the revenue also. So if you create a game for after taking 1 or 2 months, then you publish that to the App Store or iPhone, then it is not necessary that everyone will start purchasing your game. Okay, so it can be a tricky situation. Maybe it is also possible that nobody will buy your game, and that is a concern when you are working as a this independent game developer. Okay, so when you are working as a in big studios like ES Sports or Ubisoft, the people are waiting
Ajit, sir,
for their game. How is it now?
No, sir. Actually, it's completely. We are not able to hear what you're telling. It's fully
Okay, 1 second. Let
shaking.
me
Yeah.
check. Yeah. Uh, fine now.
I think it's better, sir. We'll see.
Okay. Uh, Otherwise, I will change the place also. That is. Uh, so if you face any issue, then please let me know. Then I try to do something. So I am changing three network now. So that is.
I think now it is fine. If any further, I'll let you know, sir.
Okay. Okay. No problem. Okay, so like I said, there could be some issues when we this create. Uh, if you have any issues, then let me know. I will just switch off my video for some time. Then I will try again. Okay. Okay. So there are advantages of working in a studio as well as in the independent game studios. Okay, so uh, that is the how it works. So you have to take a decision, okay, what you want to do exactly. So when you are studying also, then you can create your own games. That is, there is no problem with that. And after your course gets over, you can join a company. So that there are a lot of options are there in career options when you are working in a game development or application development field. And we will come back to the game engines. So, like I said, we have different types of game engines. So, what type of game engines you are going to use, that depends on your expertise as well as the your requirement. So if you want to create a 2D game, like a casual game, you can go for the this like a game, the game engines which I mentioned here. That is Game Maker, Cocos, or construct like that. Okay, so these game engines they use mainly for the development of 2D games. And when you want to create a 3D game that is with a good graphics or 3D assets or animations, then you can use the Unity or Unreal. CryEngine is also popular, but not as popular as Unity or Unreal. So you can use Unity or Unreal to create the 3D games or applications, and they have their own advantages. Okay, so like I said, Unity is very user friendly. If you are a new to game development or application development, you can use the Unity as the game engine. Okay, then uh, it will be very easy for you to understand how the game development works. So, if you are learning alone, or if you want, you are learning yourself this game development or application development, you can definitely start with Unity. Otherwise, if you are more experienced and you want a better graphics quality and all, and then you can definitely consider Unreal as the uh, this engine. Okay. So let us now start with the Unity. So now we will see what is. I will just concentrate now on Unity game engine. Okay. So Unity game engine is used to create the games or this virtual reality or augmented reality applications. So Unity is a game engine which we can create the application and this publish that to the multiple platforms. Okay, so if you are creating an application and you want to publish that to Android and iPhone, or you want to publish that to virtual reality or augmented reality, you can do that by minimum changes from one platform to another platform. Okay, so when we are using the native this IDEs or SDKs, that is software development kits, that is then what there is one disadvantage. Like if you want to create an Android application, okay, so you want to create an Android game. So just imagine that you created that Android game using the Android development kit. Okay, Android development kit, and they use the Java as the programming language. So they use the Java as the programming language, and they created an application. Okay, in Android. Then they publish that. They publish that game into the Android platform. Then you just imagine that you created the Angry Birds or you created the Temple Run. Okay, suddenly that game became very popular. Okay, so it became the best seller, and millions of people are this playing this game. So your producer or your boss wants you to uh, release that game to the iPhone. Okay, so they want to publish that game to the Apple Store to target the iPhone users. Okay, then what you have to do? You have to you cannot just publish your Android file to the iOS. Okay, they both are two separate operating systems. So what we have to do? We have to again rework this game into the using the Xcode or the Objective C. Okay, so that they have to rework the entire game. So it is like creating the game two times. Okay, so you for the separate platforms, and so it is can be time consuming, and it can be very like a complex procedure also. So that is the main disadvantage of using the native development kit, that if you are using for one, you are creating the application for one platform, and you have to create, when you want to create for another platform, you have to recreate that, okay, restart from the start. But when we are using the game engine, you don't have to do that. When you are using the game engines like Unity or Unreal, you can create the game once and you can publish that to multiple platforms. Okay, so that is the one of the main main advantages of using the this game engines. So let us see now. I will just show you one game engine, that is Unity, and I will explain that after that. Okay, so I hope you can see this Unity Hub, okay, in your screen, and in this Unity Hub, this is the where you start with your Unity project. Okay, so you can in earlier we used to open that directly, that Unity. Now we have to open using Unity Hub. You must be using a lot of application like Word or Photoshop, Illustrator, or any application. You can directly click on that icon and you can open that. But here now they have they are released this Unity Hub, and you can open or create a new project using the Unity Hub. Or if you want to open our existing project, you can also use this. So when you open this Unity Hub, I will give you the links and tell you the how we can download all these things. So first, let me introduce to the Unity game engine. After that, I will explain everything. So when you open the Unity Hub, what you can see is that I have the projects tab is there. When you click on this project, you can see all the projects which I am working on currently. That is displayed here. Okay, so you can see I am working on all these projects. Okay, that is you can see jewelry simulation, then VR test project, test flying bird. So these are all the projects which I am currently working on, and you can see the details of that project also. And when you click on this, you can directly open that project which you want to open. Okay, so that is the what this list is using. So if you want to use this as snakes teaching, then you can just click on that and open that project. And so that is how what is the purpose of that list, which is showed here. You don't have to go and browse in your computer. Okay, so that is then you can just download that. Then if you want to create a new project, okay, if you want to create a new project, then you can just click on this new project. Okay, just click on that. When you click on that, you can see all the, first what you see is the all templates. Okay. What is a template? Template is the, the collection of the packages or that you will need for publishing to that platform. Okay. So here you can see that there are a lot of templates are available in Unity. So if you want to create see that MR multiplier or this that is mixed reality, then if you want to create a 2D application or 2D game for the mobile, you can use this template. Otherwise, if you want to create a 3D game to the mobile platform, then you can use the 3D mobile. Then we have the virtual reality multiplayer, then augmented reality mobile. There are a lot of templates are there. So what is the advantage of using that template? Like I said, in the earlier decades, we used to develop everything from the scratch. Okay, so there was no help available. So when I was doing this project for the Samsung Gear VR and Oculus Quest, what that was I did some I think some 5 years back. Okay, so at that time, what is the issue that we faced? That when we want to create a application, then after opening that Unity project, there was not much templates available at that time. Okay, so there were no AR mobile, there were no VR multiplayer, no template was there. So when I want to create a application for the 3D platform, okay, or the virtual reality platform, I have to start from the universal 3D. Okay, so I start from the universal 3D. So that is just a basic 3D application. Okay, so 3D application. Then if you want to create the this application for the virtual reality headset, then what I have to do, I have to go to their site. Like if it is Oculus, then I have to go to the Oculus site. or if I am creating for the Samsung Gear VR, then I have to go to their site. Then I have to download all the packages that is required to create that application. Then what is a package? That package is the collection of these programs. Okay, collection of programs. Like I said, we need to write programs to create a game or application. So I told you that like in a small 2D game engines, we don't need to write programs, but we can create that application using the small this snippets or the capsules of programs. But actually that is also program, but they have already written that you have to just click and drag that. Okay. But that we can use only for the very small games. But if you are creating a very complex program or a application, then it is not going to work. It is going to be very confusing, so that you will not be able to control that. Okay, you will not be able to manage that. So it is always better you write your own program to create this application. So it is always better you learn programming. So at least even if you are a designer or graphic designer, so if you are working as a team, it is better to always include a programmer, or you should learn to do some at least some intermediate level of programming. Okay, so that would be better. Okay, don't depend on the this visual scripting, so that it may create problems when your project becomes bigger. Okay, so that is it is better to avoid that. So universal. So I had to start with the Universal 3D. Then I had to go to their website and import all these packages. Packages, like I said, it is collection of programs. Then only that Samsung Gear VR or this Oculus Quest will support that application. They will accept that application to their device. Okay. So that is the main problem. Okay, so after downloading that also, there we cannot predict. So when you start running that, they will say that this is not enough. You have to download one more package. Then when we go again, we have to go to the site and download that package. When you after maybe it will start running. Maybe after 5 minutes it will stop again. If I start to click somewhere, then what will happen? It will again it will give you an error that this action is not supported by this package. You have to uh, download a new package. Okay, so this goes on for maybe first 2 or 3 days. This will be your work to rectify all these errors and download all the necessary packages. So I remember that it was very painful and that is very complex too. When you are starting with a device, you don't know what are the packages you will need. Then use your downloading, and again their error comes. That is very frustrating. So at that time it was like that 5 years back. So now, considering those difficulties of developers, what they have done now is that they have created all these templates. Okay, so that if you want to create a VR application, you can directly click on VR core. Then they will, or the Unity will download all the packages that is required for the VR application development. So that our headache is 80% of our headache is gone. Then maybe you may need to, if you want to give some extended functionalities, maybe you will require to download some more packages, but that is manageable. If they are all giving you all the required packages in the starting, then 80% of your tension is gone. Okay, so that is the purpose of the template of in a game engine. So these templates are available in Unity, Unreal, and in other game engines also. They are providing templates. So before starting the application, you have to check which is the template you want. I will give you one example. So if you are using the Universal 3D, it is mainly used to create 3D games or 3D application. But when you click this, if you use by mistake you clicked this, but you want to create a 2D game, okay? So anytime you can delete that and you can again you can come to start with the universal 2D. But you just think that you decided to continue with the universal 3D, but you want to create a 2D game, okay? Then what happens when I create this project? All the settings or all the packages that is downloaded from the by the Unity is for the 3D application development. And if you want to create a 2D game, so just for an example, in a 3D game we use the perspective camera, okay? And for creating the 2D game, we use the orthographic camera. So when I click on the Universal 3D, which camera will come? Camera will be this perspective camera. But again, when I want to, I am going to create a 2D game, I have to change that camera to orthograph. So same way in the graphics also, if you are using, we need to use the like a sprite type. Okay, sprite we need to use for 2D, and it will come as the image. So we have to manually go and change each and every graphic manually so that it will support the 2D game development. Okay, so if you are working with the hundreds of assets, then that can be very difficult and time consuming. So you always make sure that you are selecting the right template. Okay, right template for when before you start developing your application. So there are a lot of templates are there. So you need to be careful, okay, which one you are going to use. So now let us start with the universal 3D. So in this universal 3D, when I select that, you can, when you go to the right side, okay, when I go to the right side, you can see that I have the location where I want to store this project. Okay, so when I click on that, you can see that I am storing that in XLR training material day 3. Okay, so that is the folder which I am using. We can just leave it like that. So if when you are starting creating a new project, it won't be there because yesterday I created this folder. That is why it is coming like this. Okay. Otherwise, if it is not there, then you have to select that folder where you want to store that project. Okay. Always be make sure that you are choosing the right folder. Otherwise, it will create problems later. Okay. So always the most important thing you have to remember while developing the any application or any game, that is don't be don't take it easy. Okay, so you have to be very serious. You don't think like I know everything. Even if after 25 years I am say I take a minute care of these all the details. Okay, because otherwise it will create problems. That is the which are these minute details. That is the name of the project or the location of the project or any assets that you are using that should be properly named. Okay, otherwise you will think that yeah, I remember everything, and you are starting with a 5 to 10 graphics or 5 to 10 3D models, but you will not realize when these 10 models become 100 models. Okay, so that is the how the development works. When it goes on for a couple of months or 3 months or 4 months, there are a lot of assets that is going to come to your project. So after that, if you don't name it properly, then you will find it very difficult. And if your game crashes or if any error comes at that time, it is going to be very difficult. And let me tell you, as from my experience, this learning this programming or this game development or application development is very easy, and it is this creating the application is also very easy. But the your real challenge or real expertise comes when you start getting the errors. When you after publishing your game, if users are playing that and the game is crashing, then is the your real expertise shows at that time. Okay, so at that time, how you solve that issue, that is the most important thing when while in the application development. So you don't relax that creating the application is only 40% of work done. The debugging or the removing the errors from that application is the real hard work and real headache. So that is I can tell you. Just don't relax after creating your application. That is only less than half the job done. Okay. So just to take care of these minute things, very small things, then you will not find any issue later. Okay, so any project, not only these games or application, whatever work you are doing at your college or in your in this institution, you have to take minute care of all the small details. Okay, so otherwise we will regret it maybe after 2 or 3 months. So that is the thing. Okay. So let us come back here. Then I will give a project name. So project name should be this proper to that the project which I am doing. So here I am going to create a XLR. That is the company I am working now. Okay. So that is the project name. Then after that, you can go for XLR, then Unity, Unity fundamentals or something. Okay, just it should be self-explanatory what I am trying to do. Okay, so here when you see this name, you can see that I am creating a Unity fundamental project for the company called XLR. Okay, so that is everything is now, even if you saw that in our hub, there are some 20-30 projects are there, which I am currently doing. Okay, so that is for the different companies and different universities I am doing. So it will be, it can easily I get mistaken. No? So like if I want to open this for the XLR, I am if I want to open their project, it may be for some other university project, maybe I will be opening. Okay. So to avoid that, the confusion, you can you always do that name. Then this is the Unity organization. You don't have to worry about that. This is the organization which I have for the Unity. That is my own organization. So now you don't have to worry about that. Now this is the Unity Cloud that is used for the mainly for storing or saving the project on the cloud. Okay, and the same way Unity version control. Unity version control is used if you are working as a team. Okay, so if you are 5 or 6 people are working in one project, you all of you can work on the same project files. Okay, so that is the Unity version control. That also you don't have to worry about now. That is like you must have heard about the GitHub and all that. That is the project management software. It is just like that. Okay, so Unity version control. So you don't when you are a fresher, you are learning that, you don't have to worry about that. So you just yeah, just deselect that, no problem. Then you can, after selecting everything, then you can click on the create project. Okay, so when you create project, you can see that now this is opening that Unity engine. So like I said, that is, this is the importance of this project, the name. So I can see that this is the project for XLR. This is also for the project for XLR. Then I already created Vuforia XLR. So these are all or if this is snake teaching, so this is another university where I am teaching a snakes and ladder game. So that is snakes teach. So I can easily understand for which company, which project I am doing. Okay, so that is very important. So it will take some time to install all the packages. So for the first time, what it is doing, that you can see that a Unity package manager that is installing packages. Okay. So how many packages are there? 56 packages are there. That is, they are downloading for this, creating this 3D game engine. Okay. So that is the now it is installing. So since my computer a little older, so it will take some time. So next week I am purchasing a new computer. So we want to the safety side, I have opened another project. So that if when you open that, you will find this. Okay, I hope you can see this XLR2 that yesterday I created that, so that I know that this will take time. Okay. So this is the how you will see after your project opens. Okay. So let me introduce you to with the Unity. Okay, just Unity interface. 1 second. So I hope everyone understood till now. If you have any problems or if you need me to explain any point which I covered now, then just put that in the in our chat so that I can just revise that again. So if it is fine, then we will continue. Um, Okay, I hope everyone understood or got an idea of what is a game engine and got an like idea of what is the Unity game engine. Okay, we are not yet started, but I hope everything is fine till now. Okay, so if you need any clarification, then just write it on the this comment box. Okay. Because I am, it is not like that a real classroom, so I am finding it still difficult to get your response. When you say otherwise, when I see the participant's face, I understand that I have to repeat this section again. Nobody understood that, so now here I can only see your name, so that is why. Okay, so. If you have any problem or in the previous sessions also, if you need clarification, then just message me in the comments also or YouTube comment section also. You can note it down so that I can, whatever I can explain in the next 2 days, I will explain that. Okay. So please feel free and I am very friendly, so you can say anything to me, no problem. So that is feedback is always welcome. Okay, so that I can improve the next time. That I should know what is the areas where I can improve. Okay, so always give feedback. That is I appreciate that. Okay. So we will go to this Unity. And here, when you open that, this is the interface what you see in this. So don't worry about like one thing I want to tell you before starting this Unity is that if you may come across when you uh, applying for a job. So just imagine that you are a student. You are a student and in your curriculum of XLR, just imagine that XLR is teaching Unity. Okay, Unity, and you learned it nicely for 1 or 2 years. You created a game, single player game or a multiplayer game. You created that everything and you made a good portfolio and you applied to a company. Okay, so any big company you applied. Then when you saw that their advertisement, you suddenly saw that they don't need Unity. They are working with Unreal. Okay. Then what you will do? You don't stop applying there. You directly apply that company. Okay, because if what the companies they search for the people who want to how your ability or how interested you are in game development or what is your expertise in the software you learned. So even if you are why you have already worked with only Unity, they will call you for the interview and they will check your portfolio. And if they liked your game, then they will give you a test. Okay, they will give you a test. They maybe most of the companies will allow you to take the test in Unity. Okay, then if you do that good, then they will hire you for Unreal. Okay, why? Because if you are expert in the Unity, you have very good knowledge in Unity, then you can learn Unreal in a couple of weeks. Okay, or any engine. Okay, because all the engines, the interface is like almost the same. Okay, there is not much change with the interface of Unity or Unreal. Okay, so you just you download the Unity and Unreal and just open the interface. You will find it very similar. Okay, and then you may ask, what about programming? Okay, programming, you know only C Sharp. That is the programming language of Unity. Just apply that, and you tell your boss that just give me 2 weeks. I will learn C++. If you are expert in C Sharp, it will take only 1 or 2 weeks to learn C++. So no one will reject you for not knowing C++, and you know only C Sharp. Okay, because if you are good in whatever you do, so this companies and there are people who are sitting there. Okay, so they have the this third sense whether this person can be a good asset to the company. Okay, so there it is not entirely depends on the requirements they have mentioned. When you go to the interview, you talk to them, these people are having some years of experience who is interviewing, so they have a lot of experience. They can easily understand that whether this person can be a good asset to the company, even if he has not worked in Unreal. Okay, he has not worked in Unreal. He has worked only in Unity. The same with the Unity. If you are you learn the Unreal and you are applying for a Unity job, just don't stop yourself by seeing that like this is not the software I learned. Just apply that. Okay. So I used to when I in the start of my career, I used to apply. I just see the heading only. After that, I just click on the apply. And when I apply for 100 companies, then only I used to get a call from 2 or 3 companies. Okay, so that these things are natural and part of the game. So you don't have to go to any depression or disappointment if you are not you are not getting the call from the first company you applied. So these are all part of life. So you don't have to get disappointed. Okay, so don't worry about all these things. So actually, this is very easy. This application development and game development. It is not as complicated as you may think. Okay, it is actually very easy. Though only that I said that greatest worry in the development of this application is how you handle the testers. Okay, that is testers in your company as well as the real testers who is your customers. So that is the headache. Okay, other development is not a headache, so it is not a big thing. Okay, so let us come back to Unity. So I will just go here. Okay, so I will just go and tell you what is the interface. And this is, you can see the main windows. The one is the hierarchy window, and this is the inspector, and this is the project, then console. Then we have the scene window and the game window. So this is, like I said, it is almost same in the Unreal also. So if you learn Unity properly, then you will not find any difficulty in Unreal as well. So I will just briefly explain what is the purpose of these windows. So this is the project window. So project window is where we store all our assets. Just before starting this, I want to give you one main thing about the game engines, all the game engines. So game engine is not, it is, in the movies, who is the main person while creating a movie? That is the director of that movie. That he is the main person. But we may go to a movie seeing the hero. Okay, who is the hero? Okay, so that is if it is Rajinikanth or it is Shah Rukh Khan. We look at the hero and go for the movie. But the real hero of that movie is the director. Okay, he is the person who is creating the entire movie. So, what is the job of director? So earlier I used to think that direction is the most, the easiest job in the world. You have to just say action and cut. That's all. So that is not the case. So direction is the toughest job in movie making. So what is the director do? Director, he doesn't act. Acting is done by Rajinikanth or Shah Rukh Khan or Chiranjeevi. So those people do the acting. Okay. Then who captures this movie? That is the cinematographer. Okay. So cinematographer is the person who is shooting all this acting and everything. Then who is doing the music? That is done by music director. And who is singing? That song is sung by the singer. Then who is doing the fighting? That is the action director. Okay, so then what is the job of the director? So what he is doing, that he is managing all these people, and he tells them what he wants. So he tells the actors how to act and what is that their dialogues. Okay, so and he gives the direction, and he gives the music director also that what kind of song he wants or what is the situation. If it is a horror movie and you have to create the music according to that horror movie. If you give some romantic song in the background, or if you give some comedy this song in the background, nobody will get scared. So that you have to create that music according to the situation. Okay, so that is the job of the music director. So the director explains him what kind of situation we have. Okay, so we have to create the music or according to that situation. Okay, so that is the how we director works. So director, what he does is that he combines all the work of the different departments. That is the music, then cinematography or action or dance. Everything he combines and he creates the final output. Okay, and everything depends on that final output. So that is the job of the director. So this is the same with the game engine. Game engine is the director. So that is that game engine is the director who gives the final output. So when you are creating a game or application, you will need, what are the assets you will require? You will require 2D animation, 2D graphics, 3D animation. Then you need the sound effects. You need the these programs, everything you require. So you import everything from these other softwares, and you import that and combine everything and create the final output. That is the job of the game engine. So if you want to create a 2D graphics, then which software you are going to use? You are going to use Illustrator or Photoshop. Okay. And if you want to create a sound effect, then which is the software you are going to use? You are going to use the SoundForge. Then if you want to edit the video, then which software you are going to use? You are going to use the Adobe Premiere. Okay. And if you want to create 3D animation, 3D models, then which one you will use? You will use 3D Max, Maya, or Blender. So these are these are all separate specialized softwares that are used to create the each and every component. So if you want to create a 3D model, you cannot create this entire 3D model and animation in Unity. Okay, you can make some small changes, but you cannot create the entire 3D assets with that quality in Unity. You have to depend on the 3D specialized softwares like a 3D Max or Maya or Blender to create that. After creating, what you will do, you will import that to the Unity, and you import the sound from the SoundForge, you import the videos from the Premiere or After Effects. Then you combine everything and you create the final output, use the programming. Okay. So you just remember that a game engine is a director, not the action director or the actor. Not like it is the final this platform of creating that your final application. Okay. So just don't think like you can do everything with the entire application with that game engine. You need the help of the other softwares also. Then to create the final application, you have to come to the game engine. Okay. So that is what we are. I think our this original one is opened. So I will continue with that. So in the assets is where we import all the assets. Okay, like if you have the 3D models, then what you can do, you can just right click here, go to create folder. Then I can go for 3D models. Okay, 3D, all the 3D models will be stored in this folder. And if you have the programming, then you can go for the create another folder called scripts, and you can place all your files in the scripts folder. And if you have 2D animation, then you can go for this animation, then create, store everything. So this is the project window is used to store all the assets you are going to use in your computer. Sorry, in your project. So this is also not necessary that you have to use the entire this assets that you download to these folders. If you, for example, if you are you are downloaded some 50 3D models, okay, it is not necessary that you have to use those 50 3D models in the project. If you may be using some 10 or 15 3D models. After these 35 models, maybe you can delete that after the project is done. Okay, so it is not necessary that you have to use everything. So that is the assets or the project window where you can store the entire this assets that you have created. So then you can see the packages also, which the Unity downloaded for creating your project. This is the these are the packages I was talking about earlier that they are required for creating the application. Okay, so I hope you understood the project window. Next, we have the hierarchy window. The hierarchy window is where I create the I store. I use store all the assets which I am using currently in the project. Okay. So, for example, if you want to create a 3D model. Okay. So I will just go up for a basic one. So for creating that, you can click on this plus sign. Just click on that and go to 3D object and click on a plane. Okay, I am going to create a plane. So you can see that a plane is created, and you can just give the name of for that plane that I am going to give it as ground. So this is the I will come back to that again. So I just double click on that. So you can see I have a plane here. Okay, so you can see I have created a plane. And if you want to create this cube here, you can directly go there and go to create the cube. Okay, so I have created a cube. So you just go and give the name as box. Okay, so here you can see that I have a box now. And I have a plane here. Okay, you can see the plane and box here. So this is the window where we can see the actual objects which we are using in the project. Okay, so this is where I tell you, like this is now you can see only the 5 objects there. Okay, but when you create an application, there could be hundreds of assets that can be here in hierarchy. So that is why I told you earlier that this naming convention is very important. So when I created that plane, you saw that I gave the name as ground. Then when I created a cube, I gave the name as box. Okay. So otherwise, what will happen if even if I didn't give that name, I just gave you plane and a cube. Then also I can understand that it is a plane and it is a cube. But when it comes the 100 or 200 assets, then when I come back and I will search for the box, then I will not be able to find that easily. Okay. So when you start creating a new object, make sure that you name it properly. Okay. Otherwise, it will create problems later. Okay. Just so that is the hierarchy window. Next, we have the inspector window. Inspector window is where we can see all the properties of that object. So if you want to see the properties of that box, you can just select that box. And you can see all the properties of that box here. Okay. So here you can see the name of that object and the transform component. Transform component is the position of that object or the rotation of that object, that scale. Okay. So you can, if you want to, for example, if I am making some changes in the position, now you just see that in the X position, you can see that value is changing. Okay. And if it is in the Z axis, you can see now the Z value is changed. If it is in Y, you can see the Y axis change. If you want to change this way also, you can change properties. The same way, I have the rotation and I can change the scale also. Okay. So this is the inspector window is the where we manage that object. If you want to make any changes in that this object, you can use the inspector window. And these are this mesh renderer and box collider. These are all the components we attach to that object. So for example, if you want to make this object and a physics object, then what you can do, you can just click on the add component and go to this physics, then attach this rigid body component is there. Okay. When you make it as a rigid body component, this will become a physics object. Okay. So that you can learn it yourself. Okay. So that we don't have time to cover or learn the entire Unity. If we get an opportunity in the future, then I will definitely teach you all these things. So how to create application in the all details and also now we have time only to go through all these basics of Unity. Okay, so this is the inspector window and this is the scene view. Scene view is where we actually do the work. Okay, so like a director, if you do the shooting, no, we have to there you have seen shooting of movies. So this is the where that similar situation where we actually shoot that game or application. Okay, and after shooting that, now what we have to do, we have to see the output now, how it is going to look. So for that, you can go to the game window. So when you click on the game window, this is how it is going to look like. So this is not what the angle I want. Okay, so because this is not how I want this to look like. But here in Unity or Unreal, there is a concept of camera. Okay, so earlier when we started developing the game development 2D casual game, then you can play the 2D casual game also. So you can see that there is only one screen. And whatever is the entire game is happening in that camera only, that nothing is moving. Okay. So whatever we see in the scene, that is what the output we are going to get. Okay. So when you are using 2D or Photoshop or Illustrator, or if you type something in the word processor, and when you type your biodata, and when you go give it to the printing, you will get the exactly the same copy. Okay. Whatever you have typed in the Word or in a Photoshop also. If you are creating something, you are editing your photo, and when you take a printout, it is going to look the same. There will not be any change. But in a 3D, this games, 3D games, it is not like that. When you must have played this one, like 3D games, like a racing game or this running game, like a temple run. So in that, what happens there that camera is following the character or the player. Okay. So whatever that camera is seeing, that is what we get as the output. Okay. So I hope you can hear me properly because it is a little bit raining here. It's okay. So this is the how my output you can see. This is my scene view. This is the where I am doing the shooting. Okay, but my output is looking like this. Why? Because this output is showing what the camera is seeing. Where is my camera? This is my camera, main camera. So whatever this camera is seeing, I am seeing that only. Okay. So so this is my camera. You can see this is a perspective camera. We have another camera that is orthographic. Like I said, orthographic camera is used for the 2D games. Okay. So when you are creating 3D, you have to go for perspective because in perspective you have 3 axes. So when you go to scene and see that camera, this is my camera. Okay, you can see it is look like a pyramid. Okay, so this is the my camera there. So it will look like a 3D or a sorry pyramid. Okay, so if you go to orthographic, you can see it will look like a square. Okay, so you can see that it is like a square. You can see. So this is the difference between the perspective camera and orthographic camera. These are all like a big topic. So let us just stop there. Like this is the just understand that this is the perspective camera that we are using. And so to change the way it gives you the output, what you have to do, you have to change the camera, position of the camera. So what I will do is that I will make some adjustment with the placement of this camera. So you have to select the camera first and you can change the position. Okay, so this is what I want. So you can just adjust that. Okay, so this is the output which I want. Okay, so this is how it will look like in the final output. Okay, so when I publish this, then at that time, this is what I am going to look. So these are the main windows of Unity. First one I told you, this is the project window where I can store the entire assets which I need. Then we have the hierarchy window where we place the objects we actually use in the application. Then this is the scene where we do actual work. Okay, and this is the game where you can see the preview or the final output. And this is the inspector where you can manage each and every object. Okay, so I hope you understood. These are the main windows of Unity. And there is one more, that is the console window. Console window is where mostly we use when you do the programming. So when you do the when you write the program, if there is any error in the program, or if you want to display something or for testing purpose, everything comes in the console window. Okay. So that is the use of console window. Okay. So now how you are going to run this? You can run this by just clicking on this play button. Okay. So now you can see that this is actually going to run this. Okay. So now you can see that this is falling down. Why? Because I just created a cube. No? I didn't do anything because what I did is that I added a rigid body component. So that is why it is falling down. Okay, so that is the purpose of rigid body. If I remove this rigid body, then sorry, please. Then what will happen? It will not fall down. Okay. Now you can see that it is not falling down because it is not a physics body anymore because I have removed that component. Okay. And if you want to add that again, you can directly go again physics, then go to rigid body, then you can create that. Okay, I will just. Okay, I will add a rigid body there. Okay, so when you click on that, so you can see that both are falling down. Okay, so if you want, you can just duplicate that, duplicate. Okay, now I will just play this. Now you can see how that is working now. Yes, sir. Okay, so this is the how you can create a application like this. So that is how now you can see how easy it is. But otherwise, in the previous when we started game development, we had to write all these code ourselves, all these falling. Then how we have to apply all the physics laws there, and only it will work. Now we can start. We can give that physics effect within 1 minute of your time. Just go to add component and add the rigid body. Okay, so everything will work fine. So this is the use of this game engine where you can create the application. Okay. Okay. So I hope you understood. Now I will just to go to how we can publish this. Okay. So I have now created out everything. No? I created, I did all the shooting. I tested everything. Now what I have to do, I have to bring that to the theater. No? People have to watch it. If I only watch this, then I will not get any money. I have to publish that or bring that to the theater for the public to watch. So how I do that? I can go to File, then you have the Build Profile. Okay, Build Profile. There you can see all the platforms which I can publish that. Okay, so this is the active, that is Windows platform. This is what I am using right now. Okay, that is Windows. Windows is our desktop. Then we have the Android. If you want to publish that to the Android device, you can click on this Android. And what you have to do, you can click on the switch platform. So when I click on switch platform, it is making some changes now. It is now converting that platform to Android from desktop. Okay, so this is how easy it is. Okay, so there are some changes we need to make while we are developing this. So that we cannot cover now. So, but you have to understand that we have to make some changes according to the Android platform, like the screen sizes and all, and controls, everything. So, but switching the platform is as easy as this. Okay. So I was working with the Windows. Now I am working with the Android. Okay. So now you can see that here you can see on top XLR Unity fundamentals sample scene. You can see this is now Android. Okay. Earlier it was Windows. Now it is Android. Now if you want to publish that to web, you can also select that to the web, and you can this is just a switch platform. Okay. So there are, you can see that we have Mac OS, Linux, iOS, PlayStation, Vision OS. In all these platforms, you can publish your game. Okay. Why now you can see that only Windows, Android, Web, and Universal Windows platform are coming in bold. All others are blurred. Why? Because I have not imported the platforms or activated that platforms in the Unity, because it will consume more space. That is why I am not creating any project right now for Linux or the PlayStation. So I don't need to download the entire thing. So when you download the Unity, which I will show you next, when you download the Unity, they will give you the option of which are the platforms you want right now. So whatever you are going to create the application, those platforms only you can download. Okay, you don't need to download the entire thing, because it will become heavier and it will be time consuming. So just select Windows, Android, Web, Universal Windows platform. All these basic platforms you can download. Okay, so that is the how you need to create that. Okay, so this is how you publish that. You just go to Windows. I will go to again. I will I just wanted to show you how that Android platform you can just change to the one platform to another. And if you want to go back to Unity, then once. So now what it is doing is that I have come back to the Windows. So you can see that on top, it is now Windows. Now what I will do next is I have to build it. So I will go click on the build one, build. Then I have to select where I want to save that output. So you can see that this is my training material day 3 Excel or Unity fundamentals. You can create a folder here, new folder. That is, I will create exe, because it is an exe file. Just select that folder. Okay. Now, what it is going to do is it is now publishing that as a output. Okay. It is just like we are creating the final prints for the theaters in when you are creating creating a movie. So this exes is what you download from the your website or whatever it is when you are downloading a game. So when you are when you want to download a game, what you will do? You will go to the Google Store or you go to the Apple Store and download a game. So what you are downloading, you are not downloading the Unity project file. Okay, you are downloading the output. That is a APK file you are downloading. Okay, APK file or the exe file. That is what you are going to download. Okay, so that is what we are going to do here. So when after this creating your entire project, you have to upload that, publish that, and when you give that final output to the App Store or to your client, you give that output only. If you are working for a company, if I am a freelancer, if I am working, just imagine that XLR gave me a project or a project to develop a game or application. Then when I am doing this project, whenever they need that project to this approve that whatever I have done, I won't be giving the entire application. They will not need that. No, they need only the final output. So I will send them only the final output, and they can, after seeing that, they will give me the feedback of what I have to change, what I need to add. Okay, so that is what we do. The clients we are working for, they may not be tech savvy. All of them will not be having the idea of what is a Unity, what is Unreal. They don't care also. They care about only the final output. Okay, so you can develop the application in any engine you want, but provided what the clients are getting what they want actually. Okay, so they are interested in that only. The output we are giving, how we do that, how many people we are using, what is the technology we are using, though they don't care about that. Okay, so that is so whenever we give, we have to give the final output. Okay, so I hope you understood. Now it is taking some time to publish. After that, I will show you. Okay. Now, next we will just start with the augmented reality development. Okay. So like I said, so yeah, it has come. I will just show you. This is the entire file, but we need this one. Okay, XLR Unity fundamentals. Just double click on that. So when you double click on that, you can see this is opening, and this is my final output. Okay, so now you can see that this is coming in full screen. If you want to change that also, you can change that into window mode. Okay, so that you can do from the publish settings. Okay, that is player settings. You can go to this resolution, and in the place of full screen window, you can go for the windowed. Okay, windowed, and you can give the size of that window. What is the width or height you want? Okay, that all you can do using the player settings. Okay, so just wanted to let you know that. Okay, so that is the final output we are getting. So I hope you got an idea of Unity game engine. This is the same principle or the basic fundamental things which we are going to use, whether you are going to create a game, single player game, multiplayer game, or a virtual reality application, Android application, augmented reality application. This is the basic thing. Okay, so I hope you understood. Next we will go and I will tell you what is the site which you can use to download. So you can go for unity.com. So I have mentioned that, I think I have mentioned that in the PowerPoint. Let me check that. Okay, I have mentioned that unity.com. Okay, so you can go to that there you will open that Unity website, and you can just my system is a little bit slow. Okay, so you can see that this is the you can just go through the entire site. Then there you when you come down, you can go to this download Unity Hub. Okay. When you click on Unity Hub, you can go and download for Windows. Okay, download for Windows. Then after the next step is the download the Unity Hub. Then you have to install that Unity Hub. From that, you are using the Unity Hub, you can install the Unity engine. Okay, so these are all self-explanatory. You can go to this website and you can install the Unity engine. Unity is free to use. There are paid versions also that depending on who you are, what is the income of your company, all these things, they can just go and learn about licensing. But otherwise, if you are a student, you can download it. You are a student or a indie developer, you can download it for free and develop it for free. No problem. And you will get all the details from here. Okay. So this is where you can download the Unity engine. Okay, so you try that, and if you have any difficulties, you can just let me know tomorrow. Then or mention that in the comments. Then let us see what is the issue. Okay. Next, next we will start with the augmented reality application. Okay, so that is in augmented reality, you can go to this one, and this is the AR app development. So for creating the augmented reality application, what you need a couple of things. Okay, so that is the what I am mentioning here. One is the Unity. That is obviously we are going to create that in Unity. Then we can we have to use the okay. So that is you can use Unity. That is the where you using that you create the augmented reality application. So like I mentioned in the start itself that we needed to import the some packages. So otherwise, when you want to create something, you can take the help of the other SDKs also. That is the software development kits. Okay. So just to imagine that you want to create a multiplayer game. Okay. For multiplayer game, you can now you can create using entirely Unity, but earlier when I developed my first multiplayer game in Reliance Games, so at that time, I think that is in 2007 or 2006 or something. At that time, I created using Flash. Okay, so Flash is the software I use, but you cannot create a multiplayer game using only Flash. You need some help. So you take the help of some outside software development kit for communicating with the server. So there are some external devices are available, external tools are available. Like you have a Photon is there, then a SmartFox server is there. Okay, then Multiply is there. So you can use their help, and you can combine that, then integrate with the Unity, and you can create a multiplayer game. So you may require the outside help also. Just like we create a game application, if you are a designer, you cannot this alone you cannot create an application, right? You need the help of the programmer as well. Okay, so just like that, if you want to create a multiplayer game, you have to you have to collaborate with some third party softwares. Okay, so this is the same with the augmented reality. there are two methods of developing this augmented reality using Unity. One is the AR Foundation. Using AR Foundation, there are two packages are there. One is the AR Core, then next one is the AR Kit. AR Kit is for the iPhone, AR Core is for the Android. Okay, so if you want to create a augmented reality for the this Android platform, you need AR Core. Okay, and so using that you create the application. So that way we create using the entirely the Unity. Okay, so that is the one that we use. Another method is that you can use a external software development kit and collaborate with the Unity. Okay, so AR Foundation, one disadvantage is that you need a high-end mobile phone to experience that. Okay, like the ground plane and all. So you for using AR Foundation, you need the AR for this AR Foundation supported devices. Okay, so if your mobile phone doesn't support that, to migrate that to a high-end mobile, okay, latest mobile. So that is the what you have to do. But if you are using a third-party SDK, you can use your normal smartphone. If your smartphone is a little bit earlier version, like Android 5, 6 or 7, something like that, then also you can create a AR application. Okay, so for that, in this session, by today and tomorrow, I will explain about how we can use with the third-party SDK. That is the SDK we are going to use is the Vuforia. Okay, so that is the another one that you require. That is the Vuforia SDK. Then next one. So you understood that, no? Vuforia SDK. One you have created. I am seeing somebody is raising the hand. So if you have any doubts, just type that. Let me check whether I can cover that. I will, if I can explain that now. Okay, otherwise we will explain tomorrow. Okay, so now what we will do next is, so we have covered two requirements. One is the Unity. Next is the Vuforia SDK. Okay, so these are the two things which we require. Then the third one which we require is the image target. So that is something like this. Can you see this paper? Not sure. 1 second. This is some because of this background. See, you can see this print. See image. You can see. This is the A4 paper. Okay, A4 paper. I have a image printed on that. Okay, this is what you require next. So that is what is the use of that? So yesterday I told you in the previous class we can take the output in different platforms. One is we can create on the real world, that is on the table or on the floor. In our real life world, you can create the output. Okay, you can place the object there. Otherwise, you can place that object on the air. Okay, on the air you can place. Then what we have to do next is we can give that place that object on an image. Okay. So we can do these things, but the easiest way to learn this is to create an image target, because for showing that or displaying that output on a air or on your table floor, you need a high-end mobile. So your students, if you are a teacher, your students may all of them may not be having that high-end mobiles. Okay, so you may be having a medium level of a smartphone. Okay, so they will not be able to understand or recreate what you are teaching. Okay, so it is always better if you are a teacher, then try to teach them to how to develop on the image target. Okay, so that everybody can understand that. So we will be learning how to develop that on the image target. So for that you have to clear you have to take a print of the image on a A4 sheet. Okay, or you can use the brochure which you get from your university if you are studying in XLR or in any college you are teaching or studying. They will be having a brochure of their course. Okay? You can use that, no problem. So that is the any good A4 size paper or less than that, that is also fine, no problem. So that I will explain to you how we can, what is the specifications we have to give. So I hope you understood. These are the three main these things which we require. One is the Unity, then other one is the Vuforia SDK. Then we need to have image target. Okay. Then next, how you are going to create the augmented reality application. So first two steps are we have already done, create a new project and the template universal 3D. Okay, I have created that. You can use the template also. But when you are using template, they will download the AR foundation as well. Okay, so we are not going to use that. We are going to use the 3D template only. Okay. So for after that, what we have to do is we have to download the Unity package. Okay. So that is the 1 second. Okay. So you can see the link here. So for using that link, you can go to that and you can just copy that link. Then just copy and you can go to that browser and paste that. Okay. Just enter. So you will come to this page. Okay, Vuforia Engine Developer Portal. If you don't have this, if you are using it for the first time, then you have to register that. Okay, then you can go and download the Unity package. So there are a lot of other packages also. Magic Leap, download UWP, then this is iOS, then we have Android, then Unity. We are going to create this application in Unity. So you can click on download for Unity. Okay. So then they will ask for the login, and after you login that, they will download that Unity. Okay. That will come to your downloaded downloads folder, which you can see. It will look something like this. You can see add Vuforia package. Okay. So this is the one that will be downloaded. So after downloading that, you can cut and paste it here in the folder which you are creating. Okay. So I am not showing that. If you are finding any difficulty in finding that or downloading, you can just let me know tomorrow. Then I will show you. Okay. Then download for Unity. Then what we have to do, I have already downloaded that. Now we have to go back to Unity. Okay, we will use this. So I have a sample scene here. Now what I will do is that I will go to scenes. Here I have one scene. Okay, so I am working on one scene. So when you are creating a game or application, it is not only one scene which you are using. Okay, so when you download a game, then what you see? First you see a splash screen, main scene, where you can see the title of that game. You can see the play button or register button, any button they want. After it immediately doesn't start playing the game. Okay, so we have the main scene there. After that, when you click on the play button, at that time it will go to another scene and we can start playing. Or there may be one instruction button may be there. When you click on that instruction button, it will go to instruction scene and it will give you all the instruction of how to play the game, okay, or the application. So a game or an application is created with the multiple scenes. Okay, so there can be one scene, or there can be 5 scenes, or 10 scenes, or if the game has got 20 levels, there can be separate 20 scenes. So that depends on the developer and the requirement. It will change. So now I have already created. I have a sample scene, but I am going to create this AR in another scene. Okay, so I will just right click here in my project window, go to create, then go to scene. Okay, scene, and I will create a new scene. Click on that. I will just go for AR. AR scene. Okay, AR scene. I will give now. Don't forget to give the proper name. Okay, so that is very important. Just double click on that. Even if you won't be getting any error, but that is the good programming practice. Sorry, development practice. Now what we have to do is that now I have created, this is my scene now. Okay. Now what I will do is that I will go to this assets. Okay, assets, and I will import the assets which we just downloaded. Okay, so you can just click on the import package, then custom package. Okay, custom package, and go to that day 3, and this is my add Vuforia package. Then just select that and click on open. Okay. Now is downloading now. Okay. Then you will get a message like this. If you want to avoid any file, then you can avoid that. Since you don't know what you need and what you don't need, you just select everything and click on import. Okay. To get a message like this, it is just they want to maybe they will want to update that package. Just click on update. No. Okay, so just try to do it today itself, whatever you learn. Just rewind the video and just download everything and follow that. Otherwise, you will forget that in a couple of days. So try to do it yourself. And if you have any later any queries, maybe you can contact the XLR or just ask them how to resolve the issue. If you whatever help I can give, I will give that. Okay. So so this is the I have downloaded that. Now what I will do next is I will go to game object. There, after downloading that, you will see one menu called Vuforia engine here. Okay, Vuforia engine. If before downloading, you will not see that. Okay, there will not be available. So whatever you select that, then you can click on the AR camera. Okay, so this is the camera we have. So now whatever I am seeing, that is using this AR camera now. So now you can see that we have two cameras. One is the main camera, which is already there in the Unity, and the next one is the AR camera, which we attach right now. Okay, so this is a different type of camera where it needs to this capture that image target. No, so that is why we are using the AR camera. And just if you want, we can delete that main camera. We need only one camera on a stage. So you can just click on that. So when you select that AR camera, I have already mentioned all these things. So I will just follow that. So you can see that import. I already did this. Then after that, you can go to game object, Vuforia engine, AR camera. Then you can delete that main camera. Okay, so we have completed all these steps now. Next, I will go to the next slide. There you can just go for first what we have to do. We can select the AR camera and the Vuforia engine configuration and click on add save. Okay, so I will go there. Just, okay, so just select that AR camera, then come down. There you can see in a Vuforia behavior, you can see open Vuforia engine configuration. Okay, just click on that. There you will get this page now. There you have one option, that is the app license key. Okay. So for displaying this on the image target, or if you want to use the Vuforia, you need a license key there. Okay. Just like in our software, we need a license key. So that just like that, we need a license key. So for that, you can click on add license. So when you click on that license, you will go to their website. Okay. So after that, you need to give that email address and password. So I will give my email address, ajishbabu1@gmail.com. Then I will go for one. Let me type my password. Okay, so I have reached here. So you can see some of the this application or licenses we have created. I have created. So here by default it will be on current plan. Okay, so you don't change that. There in the current plan you can go to plan and licenses. Okay, here you can see plan and licenses. So there what we have to do, you can go to generate basic license. Okay, just click on that, then generate basic license. Then you can give the name. Which one we are using? Excel after. So even Excel, application. I will give that name. Okay, then after that you can check that and click on confirm. Okay, so they have created a license there. You can now see that application in that list. Okay, and you can just click on that Excel or AR application. Click on that. Now you will get that key. This is my key. Just click on that. So now this is copied to the clipboard. Then go to Unity. Then just click on that and paste it. Now you can see that I have added the license for that that application. Now this Vuforia will recognize this application and they will display that object on the image target. Otherwise, we will not be able to use that. Okay, so this is the how you can add the license key. Okay, so next we have to add the target manager. Okay, so like I told you, we need that image like a A4 sheet, and what you have to do next is we have to click on that image, and you have to store that image uh, in your computer. Okay, so just do till that much, then we will continue tomorrow, and we will take the output in the image target. Okay, so you take this material and try to do it yourself today, and if you have any queries, just rewind the video, and you can learn that. And if you have any problem, then you can ask me tomorrow. That is the how we are going to create this AR application. Okay. So I hope you understood today's class. And just again, you watch the previous videos also. If you have not watched the previous videos, just watch that. Then only you will understand what I am creating or I am going to create in the next classes. Okay. So just if you go through these 5 videos properly, then you will. It is the foundation I am giving. From that, you can become a good VR and AR developer. So just make sure that you attend all the classes or at least watch all the videos 1 or 2 times. Then so that do whatever I tell you, just to follow that. Then you will be able to start developing the application in VR and AR. I am giving you the basics or foundation in these 5 days. Okay. So I hope you understood today's class, and we will continue working with the AR and the VR tomorrow. So thank you so much, and thank you for your patience, and back to Sushmita. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for your informative session. We'll meet again by tomorrow at 3 p.m. Thank you so much. Yeah, so dear faculty members, the attendance link has been shared.
Sushmita, can I leave?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so dear faculty members, as attendance link has been shared on the chat, I request to mark your attendance. And as you all know, 60% of attendance is mandatory to get the certificate. So you have to mark your attendance. It is very mandatory. So make sure that you all mark your attendance. The attendance link has been shared in the chat in both YouTube and Zoom chat. Okay, fine. So yeah, one more thing, as I informed in the day one. So if you're a student, you can attend it, no issues, but you will not get the certificate because this is the faculty development program. So the faculty development program certificate will be issuing only for the faculties, not for the students. Only for the knowledge purpose, the students can attend this program, but they will not get the certificates. If you are a student, you can join, but you will not receive the certificate. Okay, I hope you all understood. Fine. So we are good to go. We'll wind up for the day. We'll meet again by tomorrow at 3 p.m. So yeah, thank you all. Thank you for joining this session. Thank you.